This is a demo of the OpenFaaS Function Builder API, and I've combined that with an API call to the OpenFaaS Gateway to deploy the function that we're building here. What we've got is a basic React app here. It's hard-coded to only use JavaScript and the Node.js template for OpenFaaS, but it can use Python, Go, C#, whatever you want to use, any template. We have the two files that the user generally provides, and we could accept other files as well, but let's just say this is what we want to take. We can just edit the code with Monaco directly, hit publish and deploy. And what happens here is a server call completed in 255 seconds, published a brand new container image, and deployed it to the gateway in 1 second. We can now invoke that function, and we're getting the body back there. In addition to that, we can then go and look at the logs, and we can see every invocation showing up here. So if we invoke it a couple more times, take a look at the response, we've got the status, the name, any additional, like the internal execution time, headers, etc. And then we've got the logs with those 3 invocations there. Now, this is going to be part of a demo for how you might extend your SaaS product. And there's a SaaS product called OrcaScan that manages barcodes. And I copied something from their docs. Find it just back in the README file here. And so people are scanning barcodes with this app, and you can write some code that interacts with the rows and the different data, depending on maybe what the user was, the action is, like allow it, deny it, validate it. And so the code I've written here takes the payload in JSON. It then goes down, and if it is an ad and the user is at openfaas.com, it will actually say it's a bad request. Anyone else can update it, and then we get a log line back. So I'm going to publish and deploy that. Then I have a sample payload, which is a test at openfaas.com, which I'm going to put in here. When we invoke the function, we get a response back immediately, not allowed, 400. We can look at the other bits of data there if we want. And we have a log line. I just got it to dump out all of the payload, just like OrcaScan has it in their docs. Now, if I change this to example.com, given our logic, we can now see that that has been accepted. So in a very short period of time, we can write a function here. We can edit the code. We can now change perhaps this to example.com just to show you how quick the workflow is. We publish the image. This is actually going into the DigitalOcean registry, so the time is a little bit variable. You can make it almost instant by using an in-region cluster and registry, and then go over to test function, invoke, and now this time we can see the updated code is already loaded up. So that's a demo of the OpenFaaS Function Builder API that took our code that we provided, put it in one of the standard OpenFaaS templates, in this case Node 20, deployed it to the OpenFaaS cluster. In this case, we're running FASD rather than OpenFaaS on Kubernetes. They're both APIs that work in either case. And our custom code from our customer is now within the system. It's sandboxed, and we can then invoke this on a custom URL from our own product. So if you were at OrcaScan and every time the customer had registered a piece of code, you needed to run it on multiple functions, this is a workflow that you could use to build that. There's more about the function builder in the docs on OpenFaaS, and there's different code examples as well. To actually get to what I just showed you, that UI, I mainly used Cursor to generate a client and a backend and fine-tuned it with the documentation. So I spent about half a day on this. So imagine you could probably do the same and get very similar results. And then it's up to you if you just want one language or you're going to want multiple.